Okay, let us start with today's class. In the previous session, we are discussing about the problems on the friction. So, whenever a block which is resting on an inclined plane, so what is the force which is required to move the block up or down? So, that problem we are discussing in the previous session. So, let me continue with the same thing. Here is the some of the simple problem is there. Only one condition is considered based on the given type of the problem. So let us start with the today's class with this problem. Make sure that my voice is audible and screen is visible. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us discuss with this simple problem. A block is given. A block, the weight of the block is 1500. So and it is resting on a inclined plane. So means it is resting on the inclined plane. You can observe in the figure. The inclined plane, the block is there. This block is resting on the inclined plane. That plane making an angle 20 degree with respect to the horizontal axis. That is inclination is 20 degree. So and coefficient of the friction is given. Mu is nothing but coefficient of the friction. Find the force which is required to push the block up. So you just concentrate with this concept, that is push the block up is nothing but what? Our block is moving upward. Is nothing but the direction of the motion of the block is upward. So that you just clear with this line. So that is find the force which is required to push the block up is nothing but our direction of the motion of the block is upward. Then the plane, when the inclination, the forces makes an angle 30 degree with that plane. So means whatever the P force which is acting on a figure or the block, so that P force making an angle 30 degree with respect to the horizontal. That is what the given in the problem itself. So try to understand here. The block is given and it is resting on the inclined plane. The inclination of this inclined plane is 20 degree. A force is acting P. This is not horizontal force. This is not vertical force. This is inclined force. Inclination with respect to horizontal is 30 degree, that is given. So and push the block upward means our direction of the motion of the block. So the block is moving in this direction. The direction of the motion is like this. So therefore the friction force is always acting opposite to the direction. So now you need to draw the free body diagram. So how you are going to draw the free body diagram? So first you have to write as it is given. So here there is no two condition. Why? Because in the problem only they have clearly mentioned find out P whenever the block is moving up. So means only one condition you need to find out what is the value of P. So you need to draw the free body diagram here. So this is what the given problem, which is making an angle 20 degree with respect to horizontal and one force is acting. Okay, so just I will draw here only. You just draw once again, you have to draw this and I will draw, this is what our x-axis, that is coordinate x-axis. Then I will draw the y-axis which is perpendicular to this. This is our y-axis, that is coordinate y-axis. So now you need to draw the number of forces acting on a block. So that is the block is having the weight of 1500 Newton. So here always you have to write the weight of the block vertically downward. So because of gravity, the weight of or mass of the any object which is moving vertically downward. So irrespective of this x and y axis. So therefore we are writing the weight of the block which is acting downward, vertically downward. So how much it is? It is 1500 is the weight of the block. So then inclination of this block is nothing but it is 20 degree. Why it is 20 degree? Any plane which makes an angle theta with respect to x-axis, then perpendicular drawn to that plane is nothing but this one makes an angle same theta with respect to the y-axis. By considering natural x and y axis, this is becomes 20 degree. You just have the glance on that why it is 20 degree. I have explained in the previous problems itself. So after that weight of the block you have written, then another force, that is P, is acting here. So you need to write the horizontal and vertical component of P. So what is the horizontal component of P here? What is the horizontal component of P? Resolution. Resolve the forces. What is the horizontal and vertical component of the P here? P cos 30. What is the vertical component? What is the vertical component?
P sin 30.
P sin 30 is the vertical component. P sin 30 is the vertical component, because whatever the force which is acting on a block, it is not horizontal, this is inclined, therefore we need to resolve the forces. So one, that is weight of the block is over and inclined force is over, and we know that there is a normal reaction always perpendicular to the plane. So means our plane is there here, which is having smooth surface on which the block is resting. So always at the contact surface, perpendicular to the contact surface, we need to draw the normal reaction. So because of this reaction only, the block is able to rest on the plane. So therefore normal reaction N you need to draw here. So again, now the important thing is you need to write the friction force. So because block is moving means there is a friction. How you are writing the friction force direction? Opposite to the direction of the motion of the block. So now the direction of motion of the block is this direction. Why? Because they have mentioned that is direction of motion is in this direction, that is this direction. Why? Because push the block up is nothing but upward block is moving. So therefore our friction is always opposite to the direction of motion, that is F is equal to mu into N. So that is mu into N is the formula, because mu is equal to F by N, therefore F is equal to mu into N. So because the direction of the motion is upward, therefore direction of the friction is downward here. So based on the given condition, you need to draw the number of forces which is acting on a block. Yes, is it clear with the free body diagram? Have you understood how to draw it? Yes? You just need to draw the number of forces which is acting on a block. That is weight of the block you have written, and P force is already given. Normal reaction, extra what we need to draw? Normal reaction, and friction force direction, that is opposite to the direction of the motion here. So you just observe in the free body diagram. So whatever I have drawn, same weight of the block is acting downward, making an angle 20 degree with respect to y axis, and N normal reaction opposite, and direction of the motion is here, block is moving upward, therefore our friction force, where you are writing the friction force? At the contact surface, that is friction force is acting in this direction. So now your the system is ready in which the number of forces are acting. So now you need to apply the equilibrium, you need to apply the equilibrium condition. Summation of Fx is equal to 0, summation of Fy is equal to 0 here. The same free body diagram what I have shown here, the same thing it is written. So now you just consider the free body diagram, summation of Fy is equal to 0. So Fy is nothing but how many vertical forces are there? You just observe the figure and let me answer how many vertical forces. Weight of the block 1500 is a vertical force, and this N is vertical force, and again vertical component of this inclined force. So this is moving downward, you just consider this y direction, this is your y axis now. So therefore this is moving downward negative, and so N is moving upward, therefore it is positive, and this is inclined. So what is the 1500 is there? That is inclined force with respect to the y axis. The horizontal component is 1500 sin 20 and vertical component is 1500 cos 20 here. So just apply the equilibrium condition here, summation of Fy, you just observe in the figure, you just observe here. So that is P sine 30 downward. So this force I am writing, that is minus P sine 30, that is vertical component of P. And again 1500 is a inclined force with respect to the y direction. So therefore 1500 cos 20. Why? Because the whatever the resolved force is there, which is moving downward, 1500 cos 20 is the component. So therefore it is negative, and n is moving upward, therefore it is positive. You can observe here. So whatever the green color line I have shown, so all the forces which is acting vertical, that is 3 forces. So that is summation of vertical force is equal to 0. You just observe in this equation, n is equal to 0. So here, so in the entire equation, n is the unknown. So therefore, P is also unknown. So therefore, you will get the n is equal to some equation. So n is equal to some value, P sin 30 plus 1500 cos 20. So this is 0.5 P into 1409 is the value of n here, the normal reaction, because P value is unknown. You just keep as it is. So then apply summation of Fx is equal to 0. Summation of Fx is equal to 0 here. So Fx means, just I will highlight the forces acting in the horizontal direction. So what are all the forces acting on the horizontal direction? That is the horizontal component of this force, that is 1500. That is horizontal component is 1500 sin 20. So it is in the negative direction. Same, positive, positive, negative, negative. So this is what the sign convention we are following. So here some variation is there in textbook, but you have to follow the same, there is no problem. So this force is what here, 1500 sin 20. You can observe 1500 sin 20. And again the next horizontal force is P cos 30, and it is in the positive direction. This force P cos 30 in the positive direction, therefore it is positive. And again this friction force, here one friction force is there, direction is negative, therefore I have shown here negative. Friction force is equal to what? F is equal to mu into n. F is equal to mu into n. So in the question they have given the coefficient of friction mu is equal to 0.3. So therefore you need to write mu value, that is 0.3 into n is nothing but what? This equation. So whatever the n value you have obtained here, so this is what the n value, mu into n. So this is mu 0.3, this is the value of n here, mu into n. So now in the entire equation only unknown is P. You can easily find out what is the value of P here. By simplifying, just by mathematical calculation, you will get what is the value of the P here. So this is how you are going to solve the problem whenever a block which is moving on the inclined plane. So here only one condition is considered, because in the problem it has been mentioned, find out the P which is required to push the block upward. Therefore only one direction, only one condition has been considered for this problem. Yes, is it clear with this? Let us solve with the next problem which is similar to that. What is the difference between previous and here is, here we need to solve the problem for both the condition. So just I have given you the example that, so if you are standing on any inclined plane, you just assume here, so if you are climbing or any person which is standing on the inclined plane, so then, so there is a possibility you can move upward or you can move downward, right? So either you are moving by yourself or any forces are acting on you. So you can move upward or you can move downward. So therefore we need to find out the force for both the condition. So whether we are moving upward, then also we need to find. So if you are moving downward, so then also you have to find out what is the value of P here. So let us discuss with this problem. A small block is there. So this figure is given in the problem itself. So block is given and weight of the block is given. 1000 is the weight of the block. And it is placed in an inclined plane. So means inclined plane. A block which is placed on an inclined plane. The figure is itself, it is explaining here. And the inclination is 30 degree. It is given. And the mu is equal to 0.25. That is coefficient of friction is 0.25. Determine, what you need to determine, horizontal force applied on the block. That is horizontal force P. So why it is horizontal? So you can observe here. So with respect to natural x and y axis, this is horizontal. But with respect to our x and y axis, this will become inclined. So you just find out what is the value of P here for both the condition. So both the condition means impending motion up as well as the down. You just, why this condition is required? This condition is required to write the friction direction. So that is impending motion down the plane, impending motion up the plane. What it means? Impending motion down the plane is nothing but block is moving in this direction. That is direction of the motion is downward. And impending motion up the plane means block is moving upward. Direction of motion is upward. So that is what the meaning. For both the condition, what is the value of P? So you just try to imagine here. If P is more, if P is greater than the friction, then there is a possibility of movement of the block upward. If P is less than the friction, so then there is a possibility of moving of block downward. So for both the condition, you need to find out what is the value of P here. So now by considering one by one condition, that is A and B or 1 or 2, you need to solve and you need to draw the free body diagram. So let us consider the first condition, that is impending motion down the plane. What it means? The direction of the motion of the block is downward. Just try to understand what is the free body diagram. Impending motion down the plane is nothing but our direction of motion is this one. This is what the motion direction of the block. That is direction of the motion. So now what are the forces which is acting on the block? That you need to write. So direction of motion is here means the friction is always acting opposite to the direction. And try to use some minimum common sense. If the block is resting on the plane, we cannot expect the friction here. We cannot expect the friction at the top. Where the friction is acting? Friction is acting where there is a contact area is there. So therefore we are writing the friction force here, F. And F direction you need to show. This direction is based on this condition. Impending motion down the plane is nothing but our block is moving downward. Therefore friction force is always acting opposite to the direction of motion. So therefore we have shown the direction like this. That is one force we have written. And at this contact surface, always there is a normal reaction, N. N is the normal reaction, always, which is acting at the contact surface. So that N is, it has been shown here, clear, N is shown. And now weight of the block you need to draw. So weight of the block if you need to draw means, so you need to consider x and y axis. This is our x axis and this is our y axis, that is coordinate system. And we know that weight of the block is always acting downward, vertically downward. So that concept you need to remember. So weight of the block vertically downward. So that has been shown. Weight of the block is vertically downward. And inclination I have shown. Whatever the inclination of the plane is there, the same inclination you have to write with respect to the y axis, that is 30 degree. N is over, F is over, weight of the block is over, and P you need to draw. You just observe here, just I will show in this given figure only. See this line, and this line is parallel. So if it is 30 degree, so then this is also 30 degree. Nothing but this is also parallel here. So therefore this is also 30 degree. So means P is making an angle 30 degree with respect to our horizontal, because P becomes inclined force in this coordinate system. For this x and y axis, P becomes the inclined force. But if you are considering natural x and y, then P is horizontal. But here our x and y axis are here, therefore P become inclined force. The inclination of the P is 30 degree. So now the free body diagram is ready. You need to apply the equilibrium condition. Yes, have you understood how to draw the free body diagram and number of forces which is acting on a block? Yes, have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So now the free body diagram or the number of forces which is acting on a block is ready now. So now you can easily apply the equilibrium condition. So what are all the equilibrium condition? Summation of Fx is equal to 0 and summation of Fy is equal to 0. And here mu value is given, mu is equal to 0.25 and other things you need to find out here. So let us consider here summation. Let us first consider summation of Fy is equal to 0. How many vertical forces are there here, including the vertical component of inclined force? Just I will write with a blue line. 3. Okay. P cos 30 is 1. Sorry, I will write the vertical forces first. That is P sin 30 is 1 vertical force moving downward, and vertical component of this 1000. So that is, this is 1000 cos 30 and n, which is acting. So whatever the blue color line I have shown here, these are all the vertical forces acting on a block. So the similar thing you have to draw. So whatever the value we are having, so this value is P sin 30, that is P sin 30 degree, P sin 30 degree, and direction is moving downward, therefore you have to consider it as a negative. So here different sign conventions are there, don't get confused. Same thing you have to follow. Whatever the beginning sign convention are there, you just follow the same thing, answer will be the same. And here also 1000 cos 30, which is also moving downward, therefore 1000 cos 30 degree, 1000 cos 30 degree. And again n is a force which is moving upward, therefore plus n is equal to 0. So here you will get P is also unknown, so therefore you will get n is equal to, you just take that side, P sin 30, n is equal to P sin 30 plus 1000 cos 30 is the n value. So because P is unknown, therefore you will get the n is equal to this expression. So summation of horizontal forces, sorry, vertical forces over. Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now apply.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now apply summation of horizontal forces is equal to 0. Just I will write the number of horizontal forces. So this is horizontal force P cos 30, right? And again horizontal component of this weight 1000, that is 1000 sin 30, and friction force, this one is the friction force. Down the plane, direction of motion is here, therefore friction force we have written in the opposite direction. F is equal to mu into n. Now 3 horizontal forces are there. Just write summation of Fy is equal to 0. That is summation of horizontal force here, Fx is equal to 0. So summation of Fx is equal to 0. Now you have to draw the number of forces. We know that this is negative and this is positive, this is positive, this is negative and this is positive. Same or the same convention, that is this component is P cos 30, P cos 30, and in the positive direction, therefore it is plus only, and then this force is nothing but in the negative direction is there, it is, therefore it is 1000 sin 30 and again friction the direction is positive, plus mu into n, because F is equal to mu into n. So therefore you have to consider mu into n here. So now the thing is, mu value is given 0.25 is the mu value, and n you need to substitute this, that is P sin 30 plus 1000 cos 30. You have to substitute the n value here. So if you substitute the n value in terms of P and mu value, then in the entire equation P becomes unknown. You will get the value of P by simplifying the equation. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The same thing it has been followed here, but there is a variation in the sign convention. Therefore, I have not referred with this. So there is a because you just observe here one figure is given there, the x and y direction. So based on this, they are considered a positive and negative. So in the 1-1 problem, they have considered the direction different. So in this problem, they have considered this is positive and this is positive, and downward is negative. So like that. So only one you have to follow. Answer will be the same. So you just apply the same condition, summation of Fx and Fy, and try to solve it. Here also same thing, n equation they have obtained by solving, and summation of Fx is equal to 0. Same thing, and they have substituted the value of n, and this is mu, and in the entire equation P is the unknown. By solving that, you will get the what is the value of P. Here important thing is to draw the number of forces acting on a block. That is important thing. So rest of the things, summation of Fx 0, summation of Fy 0, the same thing whatever you have solved by the module 1 itself. So you can easily apply the equilibrium condition. So this is entire problem for which condition? Impending motion down the plane. So means block is moving downward. So then this is the solution. And if the block is moving up, then impending motion up. If the block is moving up, so then also you have to find out the whatever the values. All the things are same, but what is changed? The direction of the friction force will vary here. So in the next condition, friction is moving along this direction. Why? Because our block is moving upward. Therefore, friction is, we have to write downward direction. You can observe in this free body diagram. The same thing. So whatever the P, it is as it is, 1000 as it is, N is also as it is. Here instead of showing P in this direction, the P is shown in the opposite direction. Because if you get confused while solving, you just write here, this is the motion direction. You just draw the dotted line and indicate the direction of the motion. So if the direction of the motion is here, F is in the opposite direction. The rest of the things are same, only the variation in the direction. You have to draw once again the free body diagram and apply the equilibrium condition. The same thing it has been applied, summation of Fy, the number of forces which is acting along y direction you need to apply, and Fx is equal to, summation of Fx is equal to 0. Here also mu into n. N is we are getting in terms of P, one equation we will get. So after that you just substitute mu into n, and you will get the what is the value of P here. Same thing whatever you have followed for the first condition, only the variation is the direction of the friction here. And in the sum problem they may ask you to find out for the both the condition, or in the sum problem they will ask you to find out for the only one condition. You just read the problem correctly, how the direction of the motion of the block is there. So based on that you need to draw the free body diagram and you need to solve the problems. So this is regarding the problems which is related to the block when it is resting on the inclined plane. So because of friction, so how much force is required to move the block up or down. So based on that these problems we have solved. So let us solve some more problems in the next session.